Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Laurie Smith's Blog Talk Radio. Good evening. It is 7:30 p.m. here in Calgary, Alberta, Monday night, April the 11th. I have Rae Luskin joining us again here tonight. This is awesome. Rae Luskin is here to talk with us and really to give us some tips and useful information about using our own creative expression for healing for adult survivors or for anybody who, wants to learn how to express themselves, through their own creativity. And I just think this is awesome. So we have Rae here. Hello, Rae.
Hi, everybody. Good evening.
Yeah,
hopefully
wonderful.
It's coming to wherever you live. We had 80 yesterday, and it was beautiful.
Oh, that's nice. See, 80 is good. We'll get that about in July or August.
Well, it's back down to 50, but I'll take 80. It was one day of beautiful sunshine. I was out in the Botanic Gardens walking, and it was great. So, yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
loved it. Yeah, and then I went to hear Eve Ensler, who wrote the Vagina Monologues and the Girls, doing all this incredible work around the world. And, she uses creative expression, just a different form. That's all, She writes these monologues, and she goes out and talks, and, she's just such a force to be reckoned with, and like my hero, so.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's actually, she's very well known. I mean, when she started touring around, there's a lot of noise being made about it. It's just awesome. Yeah, this is great. I'm glad you could be here. I know it's great to be able to do these shows, and I know I was looking back through some, like I was talking to you earlier. I was looking back through my old shows, all the archive shows, and we've done quite a few shows together. I really appreciate you doing this and taking the time to come on the show and to be part of this and to be another resource for people. I just love what you're doing, and it's always nice. I always feel better after I spend a half an hour with you.
Thanks. Well, the work you're doing is so important, and it's a great way to reach people. So I love to share the knowledge that I have, and we always have good conversations, and we both have all these tools and resources that we've tried, and we just want other people to know, and they can pick and choose what works for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. It sort of gives people another, some more ideas, right? And that's the whole key, is to keep looking and keep searching for what would work for you, for me, for ourselves, because everybody is different, And so, I just want to remind everybody to be sure and take a look at Rae's website, Rae Luskin's website. That's www.raeluskin, RaeLuskin.net. That's Art and Soul, and this is a great website. There's lots of awesome stuff on there, and just take a look around and see what's going on. Art and Soul Connections, and
there's there are a few bonuses. There should be up. It's supposed to be up and running right now. One of them is Forgiveness Mandala, to talk about forgiveness. Another piece of the bonus is there's just this 2-page little article about how you use art for healing and how it's been used in hospital settings, and how people are using music and art for healing all over the country. And then I have another bonus that if you want to apply for a free discovery session with me on the phone, there's a questionnaire that you fill out, and we'll see if we, are meant to work together. Yeah.
I know you were. Yeah, because I know you were talking about this, and I think it's a great idea. I think it's awesome. I think a lot of people could really benefit from it. Like I know we were talking on last Monday's show that you were really just looking for people who were not just beginning their healing journey, but people who have already been on their healing journey and already working through and moving through the healing journey, and looking for ways to express themselves. And also because, like you were saying, Rae, on last Monday's show, was because you have the ability and the capability to help people to shine through, to let themselves realize how beautiful they are and how worthy they are, and that what I mean, like.
And while you're in process, you can't always see it for yourself, So you really you do need someone to just hold that space for you and really just say, you've got it. It's all there. It just takes a little bit of uncovering, So thank you. And that's what I want to do for people, and I have a coaching program, and so and hopefully you'll take advantage of the bonus page and see where we go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's great.
And if it's up, which it's supposed to be, there's a contact thing on my page, and I'll get back to you. So just leave your information.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to do this or to talk to you more about it, they can just contact you right on your website there.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. I think that's wonderful, and I think that there's a need for it. I think that there's a true need for it, and so and you have that ability, so that gift, right? And I think that's awesome. We all have our own gifts, we all have our gifts, and
right,
we
don't always know them. I think we get
that's right.
We're in process all the time, and we're always worried about so many things and the why. Why did this happen to me? And we forget that we are all uniquely beautiful human souls, and that we may forget it for a moment, but it's really there, and we just have to uncover it again. Yeah,
that's right. And I think sometimes it just takes, and it just takes someone it's just a reminder, like you said, just to somebody to say, oh yeah, no, this is what you can do, here's some other ideas, here's some things that I'm doing, here's some things that you can do, and I just think that's awesome, because you're right. So oftentimes, or many times, people are just so inundated with their schedule, and then their healing process and everything else, so they don't allow the time. I know myself, I don't make time to allow myself to explore my own creativity and my own, once in a while. I like to work with clay, and so that clay that you don't have to bake. It just dries and hardens and to whatever you make. I mean, I actually like working with that stuff, and because I like, for some reason, I just find it works for me. But I like to sort of dabble in painting and stuff like that too, but I don't make time for it. See, and
you use clay to explore anger at all, or containing feelings?
Actually, no, I haven't done that. I haven't used it to try to help to try to work through adult survivor issues, from child abuse, right?
Okay. And I mean, just clay is a wonderful medium, just like you were saying, because, just the actual kneading of the clay or the pounding of it, sometimes we need a physical release, and it's a great way to do that. And, and it also gives us an idea. Sometimes, you got to learn to control your sort of put your feelings aside for the moment. You can't always be expressing what's going on. And you can imagine the clay holds that, or you can imagine it's expressive. You can pound it and let it all out, So it's just a wonderful medium to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that before, and I think we were talking about that before. Yeah, it would be good. And, that's something I can certainly try. You know what I mean? I just like working with clay. It's just something.
Yeah. Well, not everybody likes to get their hands dirty and feel the it's true. It's like playing with mud pies. Not everybody likes that. Or finger paint. So
I like.
You gotta find what works for you.
That's just it. That's right.
That's right. You gotta find what works for you. So.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Well, tonight I was hoping we could just do a little meditation first to get started, if that's okay with you. And then I have an idea for an exercise. I know I'd ask people to either get a pen or crayons or something and some paper. So if that's okay, Lori, I'd love to just sort of get going a little bit.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay. So I'd really like everybody to find a comfortable position. If you're sitting, put your hands on, in your lap, rest them gently, put your feet flat on the floor. If you're laying down, just close your eyes and relax. I'd like you to take a few deep breaths and just, inhale, exhale. And as you inhale, maybe give a sigh when you exhale. That's it, Lori.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Another deep breath, and then
and
how your body changes. Notice what happens to your chest when you give that sigh and this audible relief. Try it again. I sort of notice my chest sort of caves in, my shoulders relax instead of being clenched up near my ears. So it's something simple we can all do to just get focused. And the other thing now I'd like you to do is rub your hands together really, just rub them so they get really warm, really warm. And then when you do that, if you have your glasses, take them off. And if not, then when your hands are warm, I'd like you to put them over your eyes. Just put the palms of your hands over your eyes and let the heat just go in. And imagine there's this black dot behind your hand, behind your eye. And you're going deeper and deeper into that place. And you allow that heat to just radiate not only from your eyes, but through your whole entire body. And you notice that as the heat goes down your face, into your neck, into your shoulders, that you just relax and melt even more. You know, it's sort of like a candle, and you're just that warm, melting wax, and you're going to end up like a puddle on the floor. So just have the heat that you just put into your eyes, this dark black spot. Let that heat go down your neck, your shoulders, your back, your chest, down into your belly, into your hips, your legs, your knees, your calves, and down into your feet. And allow that heat to just radiate from top to bottom. It warms your soul. It makes you feel good. You know you're nurtured and relaxed, and that you are at peace and at one with the universe. And when you feel like it, open your eyes.
Wow.
How are you feeling, Lori?
Oh, I feel good.
Okay, good.
I feel good. I don't, yeah, this is so nice.
Things that takes 2 minutes, but it can make a difference in your day.
Yeah.
So,
this is something that I really need, in my life. I know that I don't do enough exercises like that. And I think, and just from the shows that we do together, and you walking me through these, the meditation, and you just feel it. It's just like, wow, the difference, right? That's
right.
so awesome. That's great.
Okay, well, now I'm just going to read a couple statements, and I want you to pick one that resonates with you, and it's going to be a little uncomfortable probably, but I want you to notice where it is in your body. So, I'm frightened of people. I'm anxious. I feel lonely. Sometimes I feel I'm a failure. So I feel most people can identify with one of those. I'm frightened. Where do you feel it in your body? Can you, part of everything we do is body awareness. We have to stand in our bodies every day and own our power. So think about, where do you feel this? Is it in your belly? Is it in your heart? Is it in your back? Is it in your shoulder, your neck? Maybe it's in your head. Where is it, and what does it look like? Does it have a shape? Does it have a color?
Mm-hmm.
So if the first statement resonated with you, I'd like you now to just scribble that. And if you want, you can do a stick figure of your body or not, or just do the shape of that pain, of that worry. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What color is it? Just scribble it. It's not we don't have to be artists here. It's not about talent. It's about scribbling. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Where is it located in our body? And when you're done, Lori, let me know, and I'll use you as the prompt.
Okay.
Okay.
I went with the first one.
Okay. So, can you tell me where it was in your body, what it looked like, what color?
Yeah, and that was fear, like fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where is it in my body? I had to really think about it for a minute, right after you said it, and I thought, okay, I'll go with that. And I would say in my chest and shoulders.
Okay. Does it have a shape? Does it have a color?
It was dark. It was a dark color, just in my mind. I thought about it, and I thought, dark color.
Right.
Maybe dark blue.
Okay. So now I want you to spend a minute talking to it. What is the fear, and how has it served you? How has it taken care of you? How has it manifested in your life? And you can just journal for a minute or two about it. Have a dialogue with it. And I would suggest, if you could, to use your non-dominant hand to to write because
I've heard about that.
Other parts of your body, and it sort of balances right left brain, and it becomes more of the true authentic self. And if you're having trouble with it, think about asking it, why are you here? Why are you here? What are you serving? What purpose do you serve in my life today? And it could be a one-word answer. It could be 10 words. It could be a whole page if that's what comes up for you.
Mhm.
Mind sharing it, some of that, Lori, or
sure? Yeah, I don't mind at all. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so it's really quite interesting. What I got really quickly, because it took me a while to write with my other hand, was, fear, and that's in my shoulders, and maybe hiding it, harboring it kind of in my chest and my shoulders. And I said, fear, you do not own me anymore. I am free. I am tall. I am strong and full of love.
Perfect. You are my poster child. Because I would say a lot of times, you think in terms of poetry, you come around with the positive aspect, but if you're still in the pain, just keep asking yourself, what do you have here to teach me, fear? What is it that I need to do to release you? Is there anything I can do? What will it take for you to go away? So there's a series of questions that you can keep asking. You're in a different place, Lori, but a lot of times this is something that takes a while, and you can keep asking yourself, and then you can keep saying, has it changed? What will it take? Do I need an angel to carry it away? Do I need to do something in this realm to make it go away? There's all these transformations that we can ask for help from our spirit guides, our animal guides. We can ask for ourselves. And I would say you take this as a beginning step, and, so you can create, let's say, if you want to, with fear, and I'm just going to use that, even though you were in a place with it. Okay, if fear is so compelling, and for me, maybe fear looks like a rat, imagine gray, yucky rat, with these big eyes. Well, you know what? We're in control of how we end this story. So I want you then to imagine that you are in a fairy tale. And you could be a superhero, you could be a wizard, an enchantress, you could be anything you want. And you have the ability to get rid of those rats. Maybe you're the Pied Piper, you're going to walk the rats right off the water, into the water. So I invite you to use your creativity, the stories you've heard out there, and create something new. You can create a happy ending with this and change what's going on. So if that is difficult for you, I would say take a moment and imagine something that makes you feel good, something in your life that you've experienced that's made you smile, because you may not be there yet that you can get rid of it totally, but you can change it a little. So let's say, for me, I just did this recently with someone over the weekend, and mine was an image of I was standing in the mountains, actually in Calgary, believe it or not, at Lake Moraine, around there. And I had this experience of I got so in touch with God, with nature, with my I could hear the water coming through one ear down to the other on a rippling stream. It was the most amazing experience, and I was standing there looking at this squirrel, and I just we were connected in every way. And so it was like I had this enormous sense of gratitude and well-being. And so then it's like, okay, so what's the symbol of that? And for me, it was the sun. It was just this beautiful sun beating down on me. So in this case, if I have this rat here and I've got this one image, so I superimpose the sun over the rat. And what happens to you? You know, where do you feel that in your body? Do you feel a change? And you can write about this process. You can draw this process. So, you know, you can go through a magazine and pick out pictures of what is the fear and make a collage. And then on the other side, you can create healing images. What will counteract that for you so that you have this vocabulary to change things?
Yeah, that's right. To give you something to work with.
Right.
To really something that's right tangible and right in front of you that you can see and you know can use then to you know take the shape and the form of what you know of what's going to work. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's neat. Yeah, I like that.
You know,
cool.
and I think then the other part of it is, you know, after you do this a little while, you know, you can ask yourself, does this still feel true? Do I still feel this fear? How has it changed? You know, and maybe some other feelings coming up now. Maybe beyond the fear is, oh, what is it really I want? I want connection. I want knowing. I want to surrender. It could be something else. You know, we have all these great fears and we lump our feelings under fear, and yet there may be something beyond it, underneath it. And so you can keep doing this and just going through the layers.
Yeah. That's really interesting. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, I've never actually done that before. So
yeah, and then you can come up with an affirmation for yourself. You know, I release the pattern in my consciousness that's creating the resistance to my good. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to be in love rather than fear. You know, I mean, there's lots of ways to do that. Gave me a really interesting idea over the weekend. She said instead of, you know, those kind of affirmations, she said, and this for me is a very high vibrational one, is to say, why is it so easy to let go? So all of a sudden it's why is it so easy to feel good? Why is it so easy to feel wonderful, to feel magnificent? And rather than I feel, it sort of allows that possibility, and when you're not quite there, it allows for that possibility to come up, because so many times in our mind we'll say, oh, that's not true, that'll never be true, you know, whereas this, it's a question. So you can sort of make a list of that while you're going through this process, you know. So I hope that made sense to you, Lori. I mean, I think it was a little convoluted, some of the stuff we were just going through, but I'm hoping that it makes sense, the process that I was describing. Lori, you there? Hello? Okay, I lost you. Okay, I lost Lori. Okay. Hello?